How's it going, YouTube? Cody Bernardi here with another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm just going to be going over some news from like the past 2 weeks. I haven't published a video in a while because I've just been traveling and busy with work, so there's nothing technical. Maybe make this a reoccurring video where I just kind of go over the latest and greatest in the cybersecurity world, and this could be your one-stop shop for news and my commentary and stuff like that. So let's just get straight into it. So right here is just my Twitter page. My Twitter page is like my holy grail of where I post all my threat intelligence and just random security news. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's twitter.com/0x4rk0. It's my hacker handle. Don't ask how I got that fucking name. Some of you may have heard of this new vulnerability found by, or disclosed to Citrix, or I guess not a new vulnerability, but an exploit on Citrix NetScaler. So this vulnerability came out in 2019, which is a pre-auth remote code execution vulnerability on Citrix NetScalers. Now, what are Citrix NetScalers? They are basically load balancers. So anytime you connect to a website, all that web traffic goes through a load balancer and balances out kind of the traffic on each individual server. So one specific server is not being overloaded. It takes into account resource utilization, the traffic coming in, and such like that. What it allowed an attacker to do is, from the looks of it, it was a local file inclusion. An attacker can run arbitrary commands, steal VPN credentials, and such like that on that NetScaler. So I'll post a bunch of links to this CVE down below. It's been wild on Exploitation. It's been popping all over Gray Noise, and Bad Packets is doing an amazing job at reporting exploitation of this CVE in the world. Initially, what was supposed to happen was Trusted Sec, ran by David Kennedy. Their plan was to keep this vulnerability under wraps until Citrix provided patches. Their plan is to release patches on the 20th and 30th. So this is technically a 0-day vulnerability where the vendor does know, but they don't have patches. So there are mitigations in place. Another thing that's in the news, again, this relates to Bad Packets, which is a threat intelligence. Major companies shared vulnerability using TravelX cyber attack. So Bad Packets, for those of you that don't know, kind of honeypots the internet, which honeypotting means they have servers across the internet, and the sole purpose is to just see what's happening. Checks for mass scanning, mass exploitation, and such like that, and they report it onto their website. Part of the thing that Bad Packets does, report vulnerabilities to companies. Typically in the security world, the proper thing to do is give 90 days notice, and if the vendor or the company just does not fix it, it is perfectly okay to just release it on the internet. So it kind of forces the vendor or the company to fix their because now everyone knows and they're in the news. Yeah, it was a Pulse VPN vulnerability that's been known for a while. That's been being exploited for a long time. So yeah, there's really no excuse for this. Now, the lessons learned from this: your business needs to set up a security at whatever email address. The reason for this is because, well, it costs pretty much nothing to set up a security at account. It's kind of standard procedure in the security community. If there's no vulnerability disclosure program, just to go for security at, maybe find people on LinkedIn, try to find their email addresses, put them all in that email, give them kind of what's the vulnerability, what are the assets impacted, and such like that. You know, Bad Packets did, and yeah, they up. So, but anyways, read your security at emails. So moving on. Trusted Sec, so we just mentioned them about the Citrix NetScaler exploit and vulnerability. Well, let me go back. So Trusted Sec was going to, Citrix was going to release the patches, and then Trusted Sec was going to release their exploit, but some knockoff Project Zero entity on GitHub released their proof of concept, and then Trusted Sec was like, well, the cat's out the box, so they released their proof of concept as well. But anyways, moving back to them, they are going to be opening up information security, cybersecurity internships soon, as well as Zappos. Zappos also has, I believe, 1 or 2 openings down in Las Vegas. They'll pay for your DEF CON and B-Sides ticket, and they'll also pay for travel expenses to Las Vegas, and you can kind of shadow and do an internship with Zappos. So great opportunities right here with Trusted Second Zappos. So if you're new to security and want to get your feet wet and actually get hands-on experience in a company, Trusted Second Zappos are great places to check out. Moving on, Curveball CVE 2020-0601. So this CVE came in part of the somewhat embargoed vulnerability or the vulnerability disclosed by the NSA to Microsoft about man-in-the-middle sort of attacks. Let's see. Next up, FBI nation-state actors have breached 2 U.S. municipalities using, again, SharePoint CVE 2019-0604 vulnerability. So again, this was a SharePoint vulnerability from 2019, and 0604 looks like it's like a year old. The FBI says once the attackers got foothold on the network's malicious activities included exfil of user information, escalation of admin privileges, and dropping of web shells for remote and backdoor persistent access. Oh, great. Again, this is easily prevented. Microsoft every second Tuesday, like updates, security updates, like every second Tuesday. Like it's not, ooh, shocker. No, you can set, hey Siri, set a reminder, second Tuesday of every month to check Microsoft's website to update our entire ecosystem. Noobs. And then moving on to Swift on security. The demise, or not demise, but rest in peace, Windows 7 and Windows Server 2008. It was officially end of life on Patch Tuesday this year, January 14th. Rest in peace. Let's go on Shodan. I just want to know. Oh, only 601,000. These machines are not going to be updated. And usually what happens with end-of-life software is people are going to be developing exploits and they're kind of SOL. However, with that said, Microsoft lately has been known to do emergent patches on end-of-life software like Windows XP with MS-17010, which is the WannaCry Eternal Blue stuff back in 2017. They pushed emergent patches for Windows XP. And last year, the same thing with Windows XP with Bluekeep, which is a remote desktop protocol vulnerability that, you know, easily exploitable. It's on Metasploit, like a kid with half a brain could do it. But yeah, here we go. 601,000 devices running Server 2008. I'm just curious if Windows 7 is a search term. Oh, great. Oh, only 700,000. So we're about 1.3 million devices that are on the internet that are now end of life. I don't know if you could search Python 2, but Python 2 is also end of life. That's it for this video. If you guys enjoy content like this, if you want more content like this, where I just kind of give a brief overview of like the past 2 weeks of the latest in InfoSec, you know, hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. If you want more technical videos, leave comments down below. I'll try to make more technical videos, but there's plenty technical videos online, so I'm not trying to compete with a bunch of other people. But if there's something in mind that you guys want to know, feel free to leave a comment down below. Share this with 800,000 of your friends, and you all take